Hey guys, Happy New Year, it's Simmons Justice, and welcome to a little different video where I'll be talking about probably my biggest project so far. It's been 3 years since I first came up with the entire concept and I am very excited to share with you all. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, maybe leave a comment, and also consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Oh, and of course, ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. You can also follow me on social media like Instagram and Twitter, and while you're there, why don't you visit my Patreon? Yeah, I've done an awful job promoting it, but here it is, you could go support me. Because that apparently helps the channel a lot. Links are in the description. Now, back to the regular programming. Throughout these last few years, we've seen the rise of indie animation on YouTube. There are so many recognizable titles that capture the hearts of millions. Hello Boss, Murder Drones, Lackadaisy, even the Amazing Digital Circus hit the scene fairly recently. And it blew up on the internet like a nuclear bomb. It still blows my mind that even the smallest independent studios, hell, sometimes even a single person, can produce such high-quality content with engaging stories, likable characters, and gorgeous animation. That's nuts to me. A few days ago, while scrolling through Twitter, X, wow, how original. I was stunned when I found out how many freelance artists and animators want to show their original ideas, to tell their own stories, introduce their original characters to the world, and so much more. There are way more upcoming indie projects than meets the eye, way more stories to tell, way more possibilities. And each and every single one of these projects are unique in their own way. Folks, I think we have officially entered the golden age of indie animation. And what better way to celebrate but to join the party? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to probably my most ambitious project yet, the Nightbird. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this upcoming series. I won't reveal much, just the bare bones stuff. Let's begin. So basically the series is about this teenage girl, Simmons, who wants to be a musician, however, nobody seems to notice her. While at night, she patrols the streets looking for some bad guys, while in disguise as her alter ego, the Nightbird. Now, here is the twist. While being Nightbird, that's not actually Simmons. Let me explain. You see, when Simmons turned 17, she received a special headband that happened to contain the soul of an ancient warrior who died centuries ago wearing it. Whenever Simmons pulls the headband over her eyes, the soul takes over the body with a completely different personality and, most importantly, the urge to fight crime. So Nightbird is actually not the same person as Simmons, despite them sharing the same body. During the show's run, she's gonna have to face off against various villains. I'm not gonna show them yet, but I'll tell you this. There are 3 main villains planned to show up for the estimated run of 3 seasons, although there will be a few minor ones. The concept is simple, but the real treat we're getting with the series are the characters. Each character I created has a distinct personality, with so much love and care put into them. I wrote them to be believable, relatable, charming, and so much more. Now you can tell why it took me 3 years to complete the story. The Nightbird is based on a comic book I began working on back in December of 2020, and I finished it fairly recently. The first part of the story. I'll also make sure to release the entire comic page by page on my social media like Twitter and Instagram, right after I fix some issues with it, mainly having to do with the dialogue and some coloring errors. That's a lot of work. The animated adaptation will mostly adapt the story from a comic with some minor changes, but trust me, those changes won't be that jarring. Now let's talk about the show's structure. The Nightbird is a story-driven show that combines teenage drama with action, with some comedic elements here and there. When I was coming up with the concept at first, I wanted it to be very serious noir drama with a lot of action, which later became a lighthearted action comedy, which later became an action drama with comedic elements. The main reason why I wanted it to be dark is because, well, I simply suck at writing comedies. It's just not my cup of tea. Now, how's the show gonna start? Well, first, I'm gonna make an animated short. Maybe a clip from a pilot I'm currently working on, just to give you a sneak peek at what's to come. Then, when it's finished, I'm gonna upload the pilot to my channel. The pilot will introduce the characters to the audience, explain what this world is all about, and maybe tease some other unseen characters. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing. The craziest part of all, I'll animate the entire thing by myself. It's going to be very challenging considering that I'll draw every single visual you see on screen. But hey, I animated an entire music video by myself, so who am I to complain? I can do this. I already have some finished scenes, maybe the ones in the beginning that don't include any character dialogue, which leads me to the biggest problem I have with this project. I don't have money for voice actors. My mom thought it'd be best for me to voice the entire thing by myself, and let's just say that I didn't like that idea very much. Currently, my only goal is to somehow get money for voice actors. I guess I'll try to upload more videos here. Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, that's it. The show will also feature an original soundtrack by yours truly. I'll also post an entire comic to my social media. Oh, wait, did I say that already? Maybe there'll be some behind-the-scenes stuff after the pilot is released. Maybe do a Q&A or something. I think I've run out of words to say. At the end of the day, the Nightbird series will definitely see the light of day. Someday. Wow, that's too much days in one sentence. This is a project that I've been looking forward to for the last 3 years, and I can't wait to show it to the rest of the world. It has to happen! This is one of the first professional stories I wrote in a recent time, and it'd be a shame if it never saw the light of day. We all want this project to become real, and to make that happen, we're gonna need your help. If you're watching this, please support the channel and Patreon and watch my videos. Follow me on social media, maybe leave a like. You can also check out my online store on Patreon. I'm currently selling a bunch of pictures there for $15 each. It also acts as a promotional art for the show, so if you want a piece of the official Nightbird promo art in your room, go ahead to patreon.com/simmonsjustice/shop or click the link in the description below. But I guess that's the story for another time. I hope you enjoyed this silly video of me rambling about my new project that probably no one will care about. The Nightbird is just a silly little story that I wanted to show to the world. It probably won't get any recognition as other bigger projects, but hey, let's try at least. Who knows, maybe Nightbird becomes the next groundbreaking indie project. But that was all from me. Stay out of trouble. Simmons Justice is out.